Once upon a time, there was an old part of town that urgently needed a facelift. So the local council organized a meeting with designers, architects, research departments, utility companies, road construction companies, the police, and the fire brigade. Everyone was called in to prepare the works. The road construction companies and architects all drew up their own plans. All utility companies decided for themselves where the new pipelines and cables should be installed. With the help of the police, the road construction companies got to work. Unfortunately, not everything went as it should. Designers were all using different maps as background, and their plans didn't fit together very well. It was hard for the police to see where the roadworks were going on exactly, because they didn't have the right information. Using different maps means that the utility connections were not always in the right place either. Mistakes like this can have serious consequences. Today, situations like these are history, thanks to the creation of the Large-Scale Reference Database, or LRD in short. The LRD is a database containing extremely detailed information about buildings, allotments, roads, waterways, water surfaces, railways, and works of art. Perceivable objects in the landscape are given a unique identifier and are managed in a central database as unique items. Everything is recorded in detail in a scale from 1 in 5,000 to 1 in 250. The area covering maps will be available starting in 2014 and will be uniform for the full Flanders area. The LRD parts that have already been created are already being kept up to date in order to always offer users the most recent version at their fingertips. Other data, such as addresses from the Central Reference Addresses Database, CRAD, information about roads, schools, childcare services, population data, and lots more, can easily be linked to the LRD. The LRD is available in two versions, a GIS format and a CAD format, so that everyone who needs it can use it. Whether it is a question of land management, a background for new plans, or further detailed mapping of elements not included in the LRD, such as an inventory of green areas, street furnishings, or traffic signals, the most important thing is that everyone can use the same background. To this end, the FGIA has provided measurement specifications that conform to the LRD. This will also mean that introductory studies are no longer needed beforehand, meaning considerable budget savings. This makes the LRD particularly useful to utility companies, for example, who can register their existing cable or pipeline network in the database and use it for future plans. For local governments responsible for managing undeveloped areas, planning, construction, and allotment permits and so on, life will turn out to be considerably easier. What about software developers who design applications using GPS or other data, for example? The possibilities are limitless. The LRD decree means that everyone can also effectively apply the LRD, enabling a smooth geodata exchange. This means that all future plans will always be in tune with each other. Important communication between governments, organizations, and citizens will always be clear, and life will be a lot more enjoyable for everyone. You can find more information about the LRD at agiv.be.